and gentlemen, we here at the bass round tables. You can see it's a little different because we had too many bass players. So we did this special thing on the 15th, a few bass players here with us at the bass round table, not in the basement, and that's BASSMINT. So we are sitting here in a circle here. We're gonna do some interviews with these bass players. Like y'all know, I'm trying to do an interview with every single Detroit bass player. And what I really mean is from Michigan, you know what I mean? Through Michigan. Just everybody, but I know I ain't gonna be able to do it. But right now I got in the house with us, we're about to do an interview with our bass player, Detroit bass player. What's your name, sir?
Richard Page.
Richard Page, how you doing, man?
Good, man.
Welcome to In the Basement at Reggie Canty's house.
By way of. By way of
yeah,
somebody's house.
Yeah, via all of that stuff. So, man, before I get started, why don't you play us something? Why don't you get up there and go get on the hot seat and play us something right quick?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. That was beautiful. I hope it was beautiful. Thank you, sir. That was nice, man. Thanks for playing for us. And you know me, the first question.
First time here, people. First time.
The first question I always like to ask is, when did you start playing the bass, and why?
I started playing the bass at 13. First I was passionate to play lead guitar, but then something about the bass guitar when I saw Larry Graham and Birdie White, and really just turned me on to go to bass.
It did. Now, Rich, do you go by Richard or Rich?
It doesn't matter, Richard, Rick.
Okay. Helping us do this interview with Rich, we got like a ton of bass players in here. So as I go around with the camera, could you please tell me your name?
Kyle Austin.
Kyle?
Paul Voorhees.
Paul? Who?
Voorhees.
Okay.
Don Mix.
Don Max.
Jonathan Lavelle.
Hey, John.
John Sargent.
Oh, we do have two Johns.
Paul Anstep.
Two Pauls.
Right.
Original Canty.
And thank you for once again, Reggie. Now we're not in your basement this time, but you put this together. So thanks for putting this together.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have fit in the basement. You know.
I don't know. This might have fit in the basement, but we would have had everybody else waiting in the bathroom.
Okay. Also, we have with us who?
Buckaroo Holmes.
Buckaroo Holmes and somebody hiding way over there.
You're going to be on YouTube.
Benny Nicole.
Benny Nicole, now do you play bass, Benny? You sure you ain't used to play bass a long time ago?
If I did, this is it right there. Yeah.
That's your mom's?
Yes.
Hey, moms, what's your name?
Cynthia Willis.
And?
I'm Chris.
Chris, the former bassist, future bassist.
Come back
Who
to
refused all our bases at the last round.
Okay, so we about to do a quick little interview with my man. And anytime y'all want to chime in, just ask some questions. I'm gonna ask. Did you have, when you said you heard Larry Graham, right? And that's what made you change your mind when you was about 13?
about 13.
You play with anybody starting at 13, or what happened with you on the bass?
I took private lessons from jazz guitarists, professional jazz guitarists. Then I was taught how to read music. From there, then I developed ear training. So I was mostly playing, just mostly in my parents' basement, driving them nuts. And then I got more serious when I got in high school. I went to high school way early. And so we talked a lot about bass, and then I joined a jazz band in Mumford High School.
Oh, are you a Mumford alumni?
Yeah, 1980.
Well, you know it's a lot of bad Detroit bass players come out of Mumford, I heard.
Yeah, I can name a few, but
You name them. No, who come out of Mumford?
Fred Hammond.
Fred.
Then you had Chris Dunbar.
Okay.
He used to play drums. And that's mostly what I know so far. Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's a few others. This conversation might come up again. Okay, so as you started growing up and playing, did you have any influences on the bass other than Larry Graham?
Oh, I had quite a few influences. My list goes long. I mean,
Name them.
okay, first I had Leonard Bradley, Kern, most of the local people. Then there was some like, your average Stanley, Jocko, and Victor Wooten, Marcus Miller. But before then, I'm a big fan of Anthony Jackson, John Patitucci. The list goes long and long. Mark King I have a different genre.
Level 42, right?
Yeah. Level 42, that amazes me. Then there's Tony Levin on the bass, Peter Gabriel's bass player. It's just like different bass players that just really inspired me for their sound and just motivate me to keep on playing.
Now, again, we kind of left off with you in high school. What have you been doing on the bass since then?
Since then, I play for my church, Image of God Christian Center up in Adrian, Michigan. I do a lot of freelance bass playing for various churches. I did 2 live recordings with Bethesda Bible Church in Ipsy. I've done some few in-house sessions with people. So, usually right now I work with my wife, who's a keyboard player and a songwriter. So.
And who was that?
My wife, Julie Page.
Oh, okay.
So that's basically what I'm doing now. Just mostly playing in local churches and just.
Any plans for the future on the bass?
Well, I started playing for this group called Forward. It's like the number 4 in the letter word. We're a group of singers, from different churches, and like maybe 4 or 5 musicians, where we do praise and worship songs, but we also do like jazz, Christian jazz on the circuit like that. And then with my wife is also playing the keyboard there and the violin, so we kind of like mix up everything. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm mostly just playing churches. And get with musicians that church who needs a bass player and say, hey, could you fill in for me on a Sunday morning when it doesn't conflict with my schedule.
Right. Okay. So, if we needed to get a hold of you if we just want to listen to some of your music, or if we want you to come play the bass for us at our church or whatever, how can we find you?
Okay, you can find me on Rick Page, RCKPAGE, at umich.edu. That's my main email, and you can contact me through there, and I can just like send a snippet of my playing. Because if you go on Amazon, I know it's probably taking a lot. Bethesda, look at Bethesda Bible, and look up their CD Lacey called Come Boldly. I played the bass on that.
Okay, and what is that you got in your hand, man?
This is Tobias Killer B5, one of my dream
Oh
basses.
yeah, I love Tobias, Mike Tobias bass. That's one of the original.
Yeah, well, compared to what he had before, I think the difference is the space in the pickup, because these 2 pickups are together. But the original one was up here.
Okay.
I've been a fan of Tobias' sound for a long time, because I have a Growler 5-string at home.
Okay, well, man, I ain't want to keep you. We got a few more bass players. We hanging out here at the Stardust.
Oh, yeah.
That's in Inkster, Michigan. If y'all look, we got a few amps up here and stuff, and we're gonna be kicking it in a few minutes. But before that happens, man, could you just go and play us something out, man?
Sure.
On that fine bass.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.